What's up everyone, my name is Chase and you're watching Chase Excessive. Now in my last video I told you I sold the Cadillac and made a bit of commission off of it. Thought I'd try and find a car to buy. Well, I did just that, but I found a car that, like I said in the last video, I might flip something to try and make more money, turn my $1,000 into more so I could have more cash to play with. Or maybe just buy a fun beater car instead. So there's kind of like a smart investing option or a dumb have fun option. So I picked the dumb have fun option, and we'll see what you think here. I'll show you. Picked up a 2001 E46 BMW 330 Ci. This car I got for $500. And I actually had no way to get it here to my house without renting a trailer, borrowing a truck, finding out a way to get it onto the trailer. So actually I paid the seller $100 to bring it to me. And it was actually about an hour away. So that was worth it to me. So I got $600 into this car so far, and that's about what it's worth. The great thing about this car is it's a clean title, no crash history. So it's a nice, perfectly straight shell. Why I say shell is because it's got an engine, but it's in pieces. Yeah, so I was told by the previous owner that he actually bought it from somebody that didn't take care of the car, was kind of a drug addict, and was one day driving it and the engine blew, and the guy I bought from tried to start to take it apart. He didn't get very far, and I kind of gave up on it. So the engine's blown, it's semi taken apart, it's just a disaster. But the body is pretty straight. I mean, there's just some minor dents, like there's only a couple of these dents. Of course a fender's easy to replace, and there's tons of them everywhere for cheap. I mean, the actual structure of the car, like the quarter panel, it's all nice and perfectly straight. There's no dents in it. So if I just have to replace a fender, that's super easy. So it's kind of cool. I mean, really nice straight structure. Nothing major, other than of course the paint's crap. It's all faded and scratched, and I guess we got a broken mirror over here, but again, super easy. It's not the structure of the car. This fender is actually perfect. I think there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, we're talking like one fender. It's got some issues, and then you probably saw it, but I've got the front end back here, core support, bumper. The previous owner took that all off to get to the engine, radiator, headlights. The interior, this door's got an issue. I think this door's might have been replaced. You can see all this damage here, like maybe somebody tried to break into it once, because the door handle doesn't really work too well. The interior is pretty crappy. It could be torn out. And turn off that light. The interior is not that great. Some of it's sellable though. I mean, if you clean it up, it's definitely sellable. It's automatic. So I guess what I'm pointing out here is blown engine, perfect chassis, interior's junk. We got ourselves a drift car here, and I plan on LS swapping it. I know it's probably the most original idea, but I've never done it, so I'm gonna have some fun with this thing. It's gonna be a budget build. Don't got a lot of money to play with, so but I want to get it going. I want to have some fun with it, and it's gonna be focused on drifting. Tell me what you think. If you like the idea,